Well, the orb is starting to peek through the trees. Shining across pastures out there. Let's see if we can get, yeah, brighten that tree up over there pretty good. That one looks like she's trying to think that it's fall. That one's had water, so it's not like it's from being too dry. I like those over there. They've been watered too. And little sun up on the trees up there and across the field. All right, what the heck? That is weird. That kind of lime bright green strip, that is where the sun is hitting worked ground. It is tan, it is not green. Otherwise, the rest of the colors are pretty accurate. Interesting. Oh well, I've been in here for a couple hours cleaning up my mess and staying where it's warm because it's cold out here. 42 degrees this morning. What the heck? Even cold in the trailer, and the only window open was Becky's side of the bed. And even though I've been in here for a couple hours cleaning up, you can't hardly tell it. But of course, the supervisor's here. Irene. Yeah, tail going. It's a mess in here, sorting stuff, putting it back where it belongs. Hopefully he's going to get another one of these because, yeah, it's toast. I never got that display to light up at all. So, you know, given its age and everything else, it probably more than lived a lifetime. And probably didn't help the batteries were, I think batteries are both in the same direction. They're not supposed to be. But I'm going to see if I can make a little dent in this mess while I'm here. I got most of what I did yesterday cleaned up. Just not all of it. So, yeah, Becky's doors are still there. You need to fix that for me? Yeah. I just need to quit sleeping. I get something done. Get that extra few hours a day. Maybe I could get caught up. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully today we'll get the combine emptied. And maybe number one will get it cleaned up, and we're just going to leave it up there in that barn. If I want to, I mean, take a service truck up and top the fuel off. I don't like leaving things sitting empty over the winter. Leave them full. And maybe get some other stuff cleaned up. Bale wagon will go back up there. And little stuff. In the meantime, you know, 10 different directions and still getting nothing done. All she needed was a little bit of juice. Fired right up. Figured I'd give you a quick tour of the inside. Set up to pull trailer, but I don't. Because the way we ended up building this truck, I just don't trust the frame for pulling trailer with side pull on it. Corners and such, you know. So, what used to be the trailer valve when it was all in the other truck is for the tailgate, hydraulic tailgate. And the other one's for the bed. When I bought this truck, the air scale was mounted on a bracket on the fairing behind the cab with no line to it. It's in here, and yes, it is actually fairly accurate for what you got on. You just got to remember it's only, I mean, it'll say like 22, that's 22,000 pounds, so double it, because that's only measuring one side of the rear suspension. And yes, I do run it up here because you check this when the drop axle is up, so you got an accurate reading, and put the drop axle down, it holds another 12,000 pounds. And this is for the drop axle. That'd be the lever. That way's down, that way's up. PTO. And That seat might have been in here when we got it. I don't remember. I really don't. But we took the bunk out, and that's actually the seat out of God knows what Chrysler minivan. Works out great. There's still a storage cubby accessed from the outside over there, and a porta potty fits in that corner where the AC / bunk heat should be, but that had been damaged. Something come up underneath it and wiped it out, so it was toast anyway. So unfortunately this one doesn't get all that cold, but it does work. Holds 134, as opposed to that one over there that you can freeze it out with both units, but the problem is it does not hold 134 for more than 5 days. Hoses are all made to hold R12. Anyway, we're going to go empty a combine, get a header off of it, and then number one can clean the combine up, and I'll probably go up before she's all done and take the service truck up, and we'll fuel it, and it can just sit up there. Dirty windows are a common thing around here, can you tell? Especially this year. We're getting ready to drop the header, put it on the trailer, and she can blow stuff off. It ain't gonna get the cleaning it usually gets, but that's life in the fast lane. Usually we would pressure wash it after we're done and then grease it. I don't think she brought a grease gun with her. Yeah. Just means she'll come back up later and grease it, right? And something's goofy on my hydraulics this morning. I let the header down and it's dropping all the way, like the valve's sticking. Interesting. Oh well. Hey, we'll get you a little scenery without a dirty window. That hill with the timber on it right in the middle of the screen, that's directly west of our farm. Actually, the taller timber is our north property line and we're south of it. And yet, she's wearing a sweatshirt because she don't want to get full of shit.
Alright, y'all, don't try to come on. While we doing this, there's a little bit of wet stuff in here. We want to make sure everything comes out. The dad's in there, he knows I'm up here, he's paying attention to me. So yeah, I'm going to clean this bitch out and put it away.
Junk's in the truck. She's got all the top side blown off. Now for the inside. This is the worst part.
Goddamn wind won't decide what direction it wants to go.
And the wind can't make up its mind. I was standing over there and then the wind changed. Now I'm standing over here. One inherent problem with these machines is dry stuff that busts up short all packs in over the top of the back of the cage. Be nice if they'd figured a little better way to do that. And you got to get it out of there. Get it out now or have problems later. And she's on her second battery, but the first battery wasn't clear full anyway, so we got one more with us. I don't envy her doing that. I've done it quite a few times. Sometimes it'll get packed up so bad in there you start getting shit in the tank, and that's when you stop in the field and do it. She's flipping the straw off and the wind, so I don't blame her. Hey, I'm in the right spot. We could fill the pickup full. The only thing left's what's in the trap. We gotta pop that yet, but she'll finish that first and probably fire it up, and she can blow a little air in the front of it, help get more out the back. We can hear the jig's good or not. This has got a hand crank window on the other side, so. But hey, I know you're familiar with this view, just a different color hood. Figured I'd show you a part of the trip down. And this truck's got a 3406 10-speed, 410, 46,000 pound rears. Freightliner air. Only difference between this one and the other one is the other one's got an N14 Cummins and a 9-speed. Other than that, the same. And the kitty cat's much quieter, straight pipe. The other one's got a 6-inch straight pipe, sticks up in the air. This has got a 5-inch, pokes out right behind the cab. I call it my bicycle wakener. Also a train horn over there too. That wakes him up too. Anyway, combine's cleaned up good enough, put away in the barn. Header's sitting up there in front of it. So, little late for lunch, but we're gonna get some lunch and figure out what else to do today. This thing's still sitting there. I still want to put a foot underneath there, but I haven't got there yet. I was gonna make an adapter to go from the ring to the hook. Well, I couldn't find the end I needed, and I cut the wrong one off a piece of pipe and got up here and put a ring on it and went, oh, that's a ring on both ends. That don't work. Duh. So I went the other way around. I just put the ring on the end of the hose. So we use this when we got to go to the hooks instead of coming off the risers. Because that chain gets in the way on the risers. Pain in the ass. There's my cover. Drilled and tapped 2 holes, put 2 bolts in it. Sits there pretty good, don't hit nothing. That's just this piece of conduit with a heavy 5/16 nut welded in each end of it. Put bolts in her. Keep the water off of that anyway. And it'll keep it mostly off the gearbox, I think. We'll see. I'm also thinking, since this is fixed now, it's going to turn freer. It's going to take less pressure to turn it. So there's going to be less restriction back through everything. We'll put more pressure to that and help that seal again. That's what I'm thinking. Because, I mean, our pressure right here has been way low. It's been like 10 pounds lower than it was before. And another 10 pounds and it seals. Well, the only thing that's changed is the bearings went out in this, so it was taking more to move it. So, and I gotta go with Becky in the morning. She's finally gets in, after, let's wait 6-8 months when you got a elbow injury, and finally gets in to see the doctor about that tomorrow. Probably get a cortisone shot in it, and they don't want her to drive if she has the shot, so that means I gotta go too, which is fine. I do that stuff for her. Not that I want to, but she does it for me too, so not that she wants to. Anyway, I'm gonna make my way back over and see what she's got going for dinner. I should tighten these up a little. They were loose when I got it too, and I tightened them up then. But hey, ring now instead of a hook. Works for me. I don't gotta mess with it on the risers. Now, if I'd have taught number 1 how to do this stuff, she could do these in the morning when I'm not here. But I think she's going to get the little baler cleaned up. And I heard that Maury was baling straw for us today. So the pumpkin will have to get out on the road here in the next few days and go pick some straw up. But I can't put it in until the big baler's cleaned up and off the other tractor, because I need the other tractor to pull the Versatile out of the way. And I'm hoping if we get the Versatile out here, maybe, just maybe, get fuel up to the damn thing and get it started. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.